Thank you very much. Good afternoon. So over the next 10-15 minutes, I will try to address those two very important questions. What is a package leaflet and how to review it? I will start my presentation with a bit of legal background. We always have to start with a bit of legal background. So when it comes to the package leaflet, there are three main articles from the European Directive 2001/83. So first of all, the inclusion of the package leaflet is mandatory in all for all medicinal products in the packaging. The second article insists on the fact that the package leaflet has to be clear and understandable. And finally, the third article also defines the essential information that has to be included in the package leaflet. You have the number of the article if you're very interested in that, and you can have a look at the directive. Okay, these slides give you a brief overview of the life cycle of the package leaflet. So the package leaflet is first drafted, created by the pharmaceutical companies based on their data when they have a new medicines. So then they come to EMEA, they submit their dossier, and the package leaflet will be part of this dossier at submission time. And once the dossier is submitted at the agency, then we will start a number of rounds of review of the package leaflet, and it involves different actors. So first of all, of course, the assessors, from the member states will review the package leaflet. The EMEA is also involved. And last but not least, of course, the patient. I think your involvement started back in 2007, 2008. And we gathered a lot of experience now with the review of the patients. Another tool I wanted to mention to you is the user testing. So during the procedure, we also have user testing with healthy volunteer. So the company will actually test the leaflet on patient volunteers. So it's done in parallel of the procedures, most of the time during the clock stop of the procedure. And it became a legal requirement since 2005. And it looks at the content, but also the design and the layout of the leaflet, which are very important aspect of the readability of the leaflet. Another point I wanted to mention is that the review of the package leaflet can also occur for medicines which are already on the market. So it's not just for new medicines, but it's always good when the medicine has been on the market for quite a while to keep checking the package leaflet, because we can have new requirements and new rules. So regulators and the pharmaceutical companies, they use a number of documents when they create and they review the package leaflet. So on this slide, you can see the list of the main documents. So if you were also involved in the package leaflet review, and when you become involved in the package review leaflet, might be interesting for you to maybe have a quick look at those documents. So of course, the SMPC, the Summary of Product Characteristic, which will be the basis for writing the package leaflet for companies. We also have the EC guideline on the readability of the label and the package leaflet. And finally, the QRD template. I will go into more details with my next slide for the QRD template. So the QRD template basically gives the structure and the content of the package leaflet. It was created by the European Medicine Agency. Based on model leaflet and based on the directive, guideline, guidance. And it's, of course, regularly updated because we receive feedback from user testing experience, from communication specialists, from the literature, from the consumer association, the patient organization. So with all those feedback, we always try to make this document better and up to date. I will now take you through quickly the structure of the package leaflet. here we are. So there's the heading where you will find the name of the medicine, the strength, the pharmaceutical form. Here's the introductory part. So this part will be at the start of every leaflet. And it will tell you to talk to your doctor if you have any question, that you should not pass on this medicine to anyone, those sort of key messages applicable to all medicine. Then you have the content listing with the main section. So it starts with what is the medicine and what it is used for. So basically, it will give some information about the therapeutic indication of the medicine, maybe a bit of the mechanism of action. And also, this section is a good opportunity to include some information on the benefits of using this medicine. Then the section number 2, what you need to know before you take the medicine, it will give you an overview of all the risks. So it's the contraindication, then the warnings. There's also a specific section now for children and adolescents, so to highlight the information in this population. Any information about interaction with other medicines. Also interaction with food, drink, and alcohol, if applicable. Then the relevant information for the pregnancy, breastfeeding, fertility, driving and using machine. And the final section is about excipients, those excipients which, if they may have some properties, some activities that should be taken into account by the patient, like sodium, for instance, if you're on a restricted salt diet. Then the section number 3 is about how you take your medicine, so the method of administration, the posology. Oops. Sorry. Then the section number 4, which is quite an important section, is the section on side effects. I didn't mention it to you before, but all the text in green is guidance. So it tells you what to expect, what sort of information, how to present it, the order for each section. And the last 2 sections are about storage and what is in the pack, and information about the marketing authorization holders. Okay, so if I go back to the presentation now. Okay, about on the process on your involvement. Sorry. So in which cases are you involved in reviewing the package leaflet? So you are involved for new marketing authorization application, but also in case of renewal of marketing authorization, which occur 5 years after the initial authorization. How does it work? So the package leaflet, together with the summary of product characteristic and the labeling, so the product information as a whole, is sent to the relevant organization depending on the indication of the medicine. And Nathalie Bere, with her team, is responsible for sending the package leaflet to the right organization. And you are usually given 10 working days to comment. Then you send back your comments to the agency, and the product information quality, our service, will then look at your comments, validate your comments, and we then transmit them to the applicant. Sometimes we might need to consult assessors if the issue that you raise is maybe a bit more, needs a bit more assessment and involvement from the scientific assessors. And we ensure confidentiality, so we don't name the organization. Your comments are sent as part of the set of comments, and it's all confidential. So what do we expect from you? What we expect from the patient when they review the package leaflet is really to make sure that information is clear and understandable. And we want you to raise any question on unclear or missing information, because the overall goal is to improve the information aimed at patient and ensure that the medicine is used safely and appropriately. Okay, so to conclude, just wanted to say that the independent insight of the patients in the review of the package leaflet has improved its readability greatly and has also stimulated scientific debate in some cases. So please keep on the good work. Thank you very much. Any questions?
Before we open to questions, I would like to have Nathalie presenting the overview.
Okay, so I thought it was just interesting to show you an overview of the review of package leaflets so far to date. As Claire mentioned, all new and renewal package leaflets are sent systematically to the patients and consumers for review. And I will give you a review. Will you just go next? Yeah. And next one. So here you can see since 2007, when we started sending out the package leaflets, there has been a steady and quite strong increase. You may wonder why in 2010 there was a dip. This was because actually there was a decrease in the number of applications for medicine authorization. So this is obviously why there was less package leaflets that year. But so yes, it has steadily increased over the year. And this year so far, and I think there are still some more coming, 108 package leaflets have been sent out. This just shows you in terms of the percentage of package leaflets that have been reviewed, because obviously we send them all to you. Sometimes it's not possible in the timelines for you to respond or other reasons. So this year, maybe it's also in line with the more package leaflets there are, the harder it is to review them. So maybe this is also encouragement to recruit more experts within your organizations who can perhaps carry out the review of the package leaflets as well. Anyone is welcome to put themselves forward as an expert. They would just need to fill out the declaration of interest forms. Even if they haven't been able to come to the training today, we can give them some training over the telephone. There is a training manual on the review of documents that they can also receive. So hopefully this way the work can be distributed a bit easier and not always the same colleagues doing the reviews. And I think the last slide, just to show you an overview of the different areas. So you can see there is a large number of cancer products, also diabetes, cardiovascular, HIV, and respiratory were the largest last year. So, voilà.
Did you identify a specific reason that explains the drop of response?
No, I think it's just people not perhaps always having time to do the review. Perhaps as well because there are a lot. I mean, obviously, so you can see some of the indications that it's quite a lot of products. And obviously, we can't tell when they're coming, so there may well be that there are a few products and they happen to come around the same few weeks, so then it's perhaps difficult. But I do think it would be a lot easier the more experts there are. I see a lot of the same people doing a lot of the work, which is quite a burden.
So this is a major activity the PCWP is involved in, as you see.